Today we are at the Brookhaven Motel, a fine establishment, one where many people, almost anybody, can come and, well, rent out a room. And, well, sometimes the room can change. Sometimes it can get a little bit suspicious and showcase you a different period of time. Well, we're going to be going over everything about the motel and an update that, well, might just be arriving sooner than we all expect. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and welcome to Brookhaven, your #1 source for all Brookhaven stuff. This is the hub, and, well, we love Roblox here, so subscribe if you haven't already, and it will post notification ring at the bell, make it go ding, and, well, let's look at this wonderful star motel, as I call it. I mean, it's got the star, you come up here, it's got the star on top of there. Pretty cool stuff, right? Well, this motel has quite the history in Brookhaven. In the earliest builds of Brookhaven, a lot of people have recalled seeing a two-story motel, a motel that has many more different rooms that you can rent out, and one that provides a whole second story to the motel. Now, the motel does look, at quick glance, kind of small, right? You would think that some motels do have two stories, and with the motel and its business aspirations in Brookhaven, you would have expected by now maybe the motel would have been renovated and expanded to 2 stories. Today, we're going to be going over in this video why the motel never got a 2-story update, and also adding to it, while it may never receive that 2-story motel update that everybody has been anticipating. But instead, it may receive something very much so different, but still just as good. And I cannot wait if we do receive this. So, you might be thinking to yourself, what are some ways that the motel could update if Wolfpack doesn't want to add 2 stories? And why wouldn't Wolfpack want to add 2 stories to the motel? Kind of doesn't make any sense. It would be so cool, players would love it, and players would be ecstatic to see something that's been in Brookhaven for so long get a renovated upgrade. Well, the reason why I don't think we're going to see a 2-story motel is, one, we got 5 vacant rooms, and a lot of times, let's be honest, normal Brookhaven players just don't really think to spawn in and rent out a motel. I mean, yes, it does kind of coincide with some of the agency secrets, but for the most part, the motel is just an excellent place for some people to kind of further their role plays, and while it would be cool to see 2-story motel, it would add 5 more vacant slots to Brookhaven, and it would kind of create a lot more here. So if we go here through all of our houses, we can see that there's a lot of different houses. There's like 35 house slots, and look at this, guys. We can go through this for ages, right? And we even got the apartments. Now, this would add 5 more to this crazy series of events, which I don't think is that much of a game changer or breaker, but it would definitely add to that a lot. And I don't think players would really aim to use all of it. Now, also, this is the case too. Brookhaven can be rather vacant at times. With a server limit of only 21 players, it would be kind of crazy to add 5 more hotel slots if the player's server limit doesn't increase. However, over the course of time, Wolfpack has been experimenting with adding more server player limits. Now, personally, you know, there's games on Roblox that has 100-player server limits, 50-player server limits, and Wolfpack has really been keen on keeping Brookhaven balanced and not getting too chaotic or crazy. But while the experimentation is in progress at this current moment of increasing player server limits, and we might see more steadily increases on the player server limit, and if that's the case, and we get up to how Brookhaven servers can have up to 30 people in one Brookhaven server, then we might see the resemblance of it making sense to add another story to the motel. Now, coinciding with this, we could see a massive motel update that not only adds 2 stories, but other features that would blow our mind. Now, I originally got this idea for a video to talk about the motel getting updated from my buddy Darza, so give credit where it's due. And I want to dive in and talk about some cool features that the motel could see. One, yeah, the lobby could be completely renovated and updated to more modern and add more stuff in here. Now, we also got the back room. Now, I think this back room has slightly been changed over the course of time, and we could see more changes here, or we could see more, you know, changes to the actual motel lobby, which now our only job that we can be at the motel is a manager. Now, a motel obviously needs a cleaner as well, someone that can go in the rooms and clean and everything of sorts, so there could be additional motel jobs added. We have a workable vending machine here. That's kind of cool. But if we go here at Vacant 5, we will spawn in the normal, typical motel that everyone knows. However, you can get a different variation of the motel through activating secrets in Brookhaven. So if we go do that, let's kind of kick up the speed on our skateboard here to 45. Isn't it crazy that your skateboard can go faster than the speed limit in Brookhaven? That is kind of crazy, actually, now I think about it. But now we got that, right? Awesome. This is good. This is good. This is good. So let's go over here and activate the agency secrets, which will give us another variable to the motel. Now, you might be asking the question, okay, we know this as well, but what if there was other variables to the motel? What if there was other ways that we could change the look of the motel rooms? This would be quite exciting. Now, what I mean by this is there could be different variable changeable options from the motel and how it looks. So if we go here and we grab this, that activates the agency secret in the motel. And now when we get the motel, we're going to see the motel unlike anything we've ever seen before. So if we come here and we spawn it, we will see that the motel has been completely destroyed and completely just, like, look at this, dude. It's been destroyed. Now, this obviously is kind of like going into like a different, it's like time travel almost going to this version of the motel. Because while one, you can click this book, click this painting, and then click this button that now spawns behind over here. You will see in the wall there's a button. Oh, well, actually, there's not a button. It's just like an invisible thing you click. Or do I need to like actually press all this stuff for the button to spawn? Okay, so let me get that. Then let me come over here, click that, and let's see if it does spawn a button over here, or it's just kind of like you click. Nope, it does spawn the button. So then when you do that, it spawns this little secret button here, which is Brookhaven's like secret button, notorious secret button. Now when we press this, this will spawn the agency portal, or the tools to match, create the agency portal. So now the button lights up as it's been activated, and you might be like, okay, that's all the secrets in the motel, right? No, if we come over here, we can actually see up here in the closet that there is a note from the agency that says, update, Madison and possibly an older boy have escaped our grasp again and are hiding among the common people. The weak Mr. Brookhaven left years ago and his people are now blinded by the truth. Stay the course and soon we will have total power. This is crazy, and this kind of entails, and now we can build the portal and everything just from this motel. But with the motel getting updated, what could happen, very much so, guys, if you come over here, you have all your typical, like, little editor here that you could do to the motel, but you cannot add a disaster pack to the motels. That's one big feature that is missing here. But right over here on the wall, there is space. So on this wall right here, there could be an addition of 3 different abilities to change the motel to your liking. Now, obviously, with the agency motel enabled, you probably wouldn't be able to do this, but with the typical motel that you could spawn in, it would be really cool to see ways to create variables of the hotel and be able to change it. What are some of these that you may ask? Well, you could revert it back to the original, or you could do luxury, which would then spawn you into more of a luxury 5-star type motel, or you could change it into another variation of your sort. Right? So that could be very cool as well. So the fact that we can maybe do luxury, or we could do like criminal, or, agency, and then we could turn it to the agency again, that would be kind of cool to see. Now, obviously, it could really expand out with the RP sets that we have in the game. Oh, I'm now in the vacant room. How do I get out of here? Let me out of here. Okay, thank you. We can go to let's just go to like a different house and look at all the houses. So you could do like so many different variables from just the RP sets alone, right? So you could do like a luxury one, or you could do like a rundown one like the agency is, or you could do like other different RP sets for you could even do like a creepy one, like a scary one or something. Or let's see some other ideas here. Like I said, criminal, or you could do a hacker one where, say, for example, a hacker doesn't want their actual location to be traced, so they might rent out a hotel to do some of their hacking endeavors, right? So if that's the case, you would be able to spawn in a hacking variable to the motel, which would then set up a bunch of computers in the motel and kind of like some, things in the motel that would really kind of like create this hacking like RP set inside the motel. Now, I think that sounds really cool, and I definitely see that as an update that might even happen and occur before we see something like a 2-story motel. Or that update could arrive with the 2-story motel and the availability to be able to change through different RP sets in your motel room. That would be so cool. Also, there could be additional jobs like a cleaner for the motel that could be added into the back room. So basically, you would come here, you got the motel manager, right? But you could come back here and accept the job as motel cleaner or janitor or something. So someone's got to clean these rooms, especially after us, the players, get in there and dirty them all up, right? So we could definitely see a lot of things added to the motel, and I think that's why it definitely is a great place to start and conversate about future updates coming in Brookhaven. Now, with the last update being the superhero update, it was terrific, and it showed a lot of cool possibilities, and I think players would really love to see some of the old establishments get expanded upon and improved, including the Brookhaven Airport. Seeing the runway expanded and additional things added to it definitely would be cool, and something players have been expecting for a long time. So yeah, guys, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see a motel update. I think I personally would really love to see something like that. But I wanted to talk about it today as well, especially since it was brought to my attention. So yeah, with that aside though, love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.